So finally, when it comes to these Country Wayne skits, basically what I get from it is this: negativity will only put you through and last as long as you allow it to. There are three ways that negativity can come into your world. Either you willingly let it in, it manipulates, lies, bamboozles, scams, and leads you astray into doing it, or you're forced into doing it. And each skit shows me why that is true. At the end of the day, like I said, I can go through all of these skits and I wouldn't even have to even, it wouldn't even take me but 2 hours. Why? Because I would go through each character, and there's a lot of characters on the Country Wayne skits. That's why I said 2 hours. And do 10-minute videos. I'd be done within an hour and a half. Because each one is 10 minutes. It would take me 10 minutes to go through each one of them, and some of them it wouldn't take that long. But at the end of the day, like I said, the walk-in contradictions that go on in these Country Wayne skits go on every day. I know people that actually live the nonsense. I've seen women like this. I have seen drop dead gorgeous women act just like this. I've seen it. I've seen it. I have seen my uncle date females like this. I've seen it. I've had brothers, that men that were like brothers to me, date women like this. I've seen it. You can't tell me that there are not women like this, because there are. The reality of it is, people think because they look good that they have a better life. No, you don't, because y'all get ran through. Y'all get ran through. And then when you tell these men no, y'all get sexually assaulted. Your daughters get MO'd or SA'd, or, you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. So at the end of the day, I am not trying to be like any of these women. Because the one thing about my style is, if I'm with my man, that is the only time I will dress sexy, is if I'm around him or if that's just my profession. But as far as my business attire, I have a sophistication about me. I like to be sophisticated and classy. That's just it. Even on my cruise, I wasn't all like that at the end of the day. So like I said, the fact that you got people out here that think that it's cute to go get breast implants because you have no boobies. You know what? It's always going to be the haves and have-nots. Some people got boobies and they trying to get rid of them because they way too big. Like myself, mine are way too big. I would love to have breast reduction. So the fact that these girls are going to get plastic surgery is crazy to me. At the end of the day, when it comes to Dom, there are women like Dom. There are women like Melissa. Like I said, there are women that just constantly are glutton for punishment. They just keep going back to these men and they keep doing the same thing. Sonny keep going back to Mike. Melissa keep going back to J-Mo after he done cheated on her. At the end of the day, they are glutton for punishment. That's what I think about when it comes to these women. They're glutton for punishment. And for some of these men, they're the same. At the end of the day, if you want to keep going back and keep going through that nonsense over and over again, don't learn nothing from it, by all means, go right ahead. I don't care. It don't mean nothing to me. I am at peace. So at the end of the day, when I walk out this door, or when I hear certain podcasts about black men versus black women, I just shake my head, because there are so many ways I could destroy their arguments. It ain't even funny. Because it ain't nothing but a walking contradiction. All you looking for is a parent. I am realizing now, people want a parent. They don't want a partner. They want a parent. They want their mother and they want their father. They want somebody that's going to let them do whatever they want to and come back whenever they feel like it. And when they finally ready to settle down, after they get older, that's when they want you. I'm sorry. I'm not feeding into that. No. I'm cool. So no. We're not doing that in 2026. Like I said, I don't need to be dressing a certain way to attract certain men. You are what you attract. What you wear is what you're going to attract. So again, if I know I'm a bigger girl, I'm not running around wearing all that stuff. For what? It's not geared for me. If it ain't geared for me, then it ain't me. At the end of the day, I'm a very modest woman in public. Now behind closed doors in my bedroom, that's a whole nother thing. The only person that need to see me naked, the only person that need to see anything that is my body is the person I'm dating. That's it. That's all. So I don't need to do all that. So as far as me being envious because somebody else is married and all this other stuff, no. Me going after somebody else's man, no. Me hating on somebody, nope. I ain't doing none of that. It ain't worth it. Because, like I said, I don't look at beautiful people like that. And matter of fact, I look at them like I definitely don't want to date them because they can't be faithful. Number one. Number two is too many people in their face. And there's too many of them that crave attention. And there's too many of them that got low self-esteem, low self-worth, low self-value. And some of these people are even abusive. So I ain't got time for all of that. Because I don't. At the end of the day, I have no reason to be jealous over anyone. I'm just minding my business. That's it. Minding my own God-forsaken business. Because like I said, when I walk out that door and I look at couples, I be like, oh, that's cute. When I see people showing off their rings, oh, that's cute. But then 3 weeks later, I see somebody breaking up. 10 years later, I see somebody breaking up. 25 years later, somebody breaking up. So again, I don't look at any of this as couples goals, these goals, that goals. I look at people that's been together like 35 years and they still together and still going strong. That's it. So it doesn't matter to me. So life is a beautiful thing with the right person. But again, is the right person based on what you look like, how much money they got, or is it based on somebody that adds to your life and you keep everything that you got and they add to what you already have? And you keep your safety nets. You ain't got to give up nothing. Both of y'all don't want to have kids no time soon. Both of y'all have the same morals, values, principles, and ethics. Both of y'all, when y'all are, or whether you're with the person or whether you're without the person, you're still the same person. Meaning that a man could strip down naked and I still wouldn't sleep with him because I don't believe in infidelity. I don't believe in adultery. If my man is out of town somewhere, I shouldn't have to worry about him and other women. I should be able to trust that him and his friends know how to go out and act like they got some sense. I should be able to let him go to a game and not have to worry about women because he already knows the real reason they want him anyway. Ain't nobody stupid. At the end of the day, if it's not like that one, I forgot what movie it was, where a woman tried to tempt him and he said he pulled out the Bible and did Bible study with her. Called his wife and they all did Bible study. At the end of the day, if you really don't want to do something and you really want to do right by your spouse, it is nothing, and I mean nothing, that a harlot, succubus, Jezebel, vampire, none of them can do to convince you otherwise. Because there isn't. So I'm not sitting around here worried about what I can't control. I'm only focused on what I can. And that's it. So at the end of the day, as far as these Kountry Wayne skits, I'm not jealous, envious of none of these women. I don't want to be like none of them. I'm not jealous of their lifestyle. I do not care about the fact they have all this money. None of it means anything to me. This just shows the truth about attractive women. He is exposing attractive women and the way these men be dogging them out. That attractive women is not everything that is cracked up to be. So why do you want to look like them? Why do you want to act like them? Because you're considered unattractive and you don't fit society standards when it comes to the standard of beauty. I don't want to be the standard of beauty. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with it. So in the end, like I said, thank you, Kountry Wayne, for exposing something that I have known since I was a kid. I never thought beautiful women were better than me. Never thought it. Because like I said, the way these men be running through these beautiful women, and the Kountry Wayne skits are an example of that. It proves that everything that I've been saying for years was right. So I don't put these beautiful women on a pedestal, and I will never put them on a pedestal. I will never be jealous or envious of them. If anything, again, I feel sorry for them. Because these men ain't doing nothing but sucking the life out their beauty and using them for sex. And they say it.